Follow me. Another hymn book is a very common daily sing to Mary. Yes? Another singing voice that will lead us off. Number A, daily sing to Mary. You must give up your old way of life. You must put aside your old self, which gets corrupted by following illusory desires. Your mind must be renewed by a spiritual revolution, so that you can put on the new self that has been created in God's way. It is great to see so many turn out on a Monday night, on a weeknight. Yeah? Our purpose for coming together is simple. It is to share together our experiences of doing ministry in the context of a parish. Affiliated with the order is an order of preachers in Trinidad and Tobago. One of our main ministries is parish ministry in Trinidad and Tobago. It is not like that in different parts of the world. From Haiti, Victor from Grenada, Ronald from Grenada, Javier from Santa Sabina, Stan and myself from Trinidad. Participating in the workshop to share a little bit about how it takes place in Colombia and how it takes place in Trinidad.
Everyone, wasn't tall, but I have a very simple task. First of all, let me welcome visitors. It's nice to have visitors, and sure you all are going to have a very fruitful meeting. We have members from the Sandy Grande chapter. Would you please stand? We have 3 members from the Sandy Grande chapter. We have members from the Martin chapter. Would you stand, please? The largest contingent. We have from Shibonas, please stand. On Saturday, we were told that we were going to be here, so it's nice to see you. It's a pleasant surprise. From the Baratarian chapter, please stand. From Port of Spain. And last but not least, St. Joseph. One member of the chapter is with us, and she is always a permanent member of the St. Joseph chapter. So, we don't have representatives from Cedras nor Carnage, so those two chapters are not represented, and Laramie, sorry. So we go Cedras, which is deep south, Point Fortin, Laramie, and Carnage. So representatives from those chapters are not here, but they are here with us in spirit. So, that said, we ask Billy to come back and take it from them.
So, for the information of the brothers, we have 11 chapters in Trinidad spread throughout the island. So, from Port of Spain in the west, way up to Sangre Grande in the east, and then way down to Cedras, which is the last end. After Cedras is Venezuela, right? So we have 11 chapters and an average of about 10 people per chapter. In total, there are about 125 or 150 or so lay Dominicans put together in the island. So we outnumber the friars and sisters by plenty.
Brothers and sisters, I will just use this laptop to keep it on track. Let me first say it's always a privilege to be asked to speak. Being a lay Dominican, fully professed, I need my friend to when I got the call, I knew it was a call, so I responded immediately, although I knew it was going to be quite challenging because I have got some of the things I'm going to eat right now.
Good evening, everyone. As a member of St. Dominic's chapter, one of the first things I got engaged in was the house-to-house visitation in Casablanca, where we were looking at lapsed Catholics and inviting them to come to church. And we would talk to them in their homes. We used to do that on a Sunday morning. So I was able to make use of what I had learned in the evangelization. And a couple of other members had done the course as well. So we were able to do that. That went on for a little while.
Martin, St. Margaret of Hungary. Our chapter, we meet on Saturday, third Saturday of the month. For the poor in the area, they have them legal matters where they can't afford to go to lawyers, and they are very good lawyers that give up their time, and we work with them. On Saturdays, we do a medical clinic with very good doctors, also giving free medical help to the sick.
Okay, so Rosa is trying to make it as interactive as she can. Doing a good job. Our apostolate at St. Joseph is based on children's ministry. We try to identify children who are in families that are in need. So the hampers have grown at Christmas time. Lately we decided that we need to sacrifice a little more, our self-sacrifice that is. To contribute more so that you have hampers from January to December for these families. It has started, and I must say we have a long way to go, but we're doing okay.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. It was not a bit sneaky, but she was such a good talk. What a good talk, sneaky. And she was the major possibility we have is the bookshop. We do have the bookshop, and so we have the Catholic bookshop service in the area, where we also do classes in schools. We found one day that in the government school, we walked in the government school, and in the religious classes, somebody said, "There is no Mary, let's start with that."
Our chapter is the most recent, and we did have a run for 1 or 2 years, and we came back again about 3 years ago. So we're still kind of trying to revitalize ourselves. We try to build up our own formation through teachers and so in order that we be better aware and therefore we're better able to address the needs, the genuine needs of the parish as Dominicans.
Good night, everyone. I am one of the members from the Blessed Jane of Asa, Barataria, and as you know, Blessed Jane of Asa is the mother of St. Dominic. Our chapter is involved, the members are involved in different works in our parish. We have
just a reminder that we have that coming up next week. The 6th and 7th, we will go to Fatima Parish, where Father Ferdy is the parish priest. Now, how do the lay Dominicans engage in study? How is this formation carried on? Who really engineers this? Well, this is where we have to be very thankful to Father Ferdinand Mona, because actually it is through Father Ferdy that our group of lay Dominicans really started to get involved, because I guess the groups that were present at my Mother's Day, my mother was one of the first set of Dominican teachers from Rima, together with a 98-year-old lady that I spoke of. You know, just in having to reflect on lay Dominican life in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, it really made me realize how we work like termites. Because we don't walk around looking like religious people. We don't walk around that way, but we do witness to something that is very real and very deep in terms of the divine.
I think Roseanne guided a very lovely reflection, so let's hear it. Their respective countries and their respective places, right? Javier is not in the parish ministry. Javier is in Santa Sabina, and he is the assistant for the master for our region, for Latin America and the Caribbean. So we will invite him first to come and to share from his experience and his readings. And I'm sure we have met him already, because it's not the first time he's in Trinidad.
Brothers and sisters, I don't speak with you very English, but I think you will understand me. I'm not a pastor, I'm not working in the parish, but I can say that my parish is very strange because I have brothers everywhere in Latin America and the Caribbean, and I must visit them. I try to share with them projects, difficulties, and especially how to be faithful to our mission as Dominican friars and Dominican family. We are not alone. We are not only working for you, but we are working with you for the preaching of the gospel. So thank you for being here, for receiving us, and especially for hearing so beautiful experiences, but very different, very interesting, all of them. Of course, I will have many questions, perhaps to clarify, perhaps afterwards we will have the opportunity to know more about what you are doing. But thank you for all we have listened this evening. It has been interesting and I think inspiring for us in our work in the future days. Thank you.
Just very briefly, first of all, we have presently 2 parishes in Grenada, right? The Priory, Rosary Parish, Father Ronald is a pastor there, and the Blessed Sacrament Parish, which I serve as pastor, and there are 2 diverse parishes. Okay. Ronald will come and talk about St. Paul's, where our main ministry is just that in Grenada, plus other things, and essential to what we do is a lot of collaboration, meaning that brothers work together. Although as a pastor of Blessed Sacrament, I have brothers there assisting. Like I'm able to be off this week, in fact. But this month of July, I've been just a weekend pastor, and the brothers basically have been assisting in the parish, not just in Mass, but doing other things in the parish. 3 brothers also assist there. The future of my parish, because it's like a city, more a city, a tourist kind of area, a little bit more affluent than, say, the St. Paul's Rosary Parish. Follow with the young people in the future. Am I leaving anything wrong? That's just basically, in a nutshell. I have no worries on things. Thank you.
Well, I don't have much more to say because I think my brother found the things that it all. Apart from just being able to say that, I think we both are very impressed by the lay Dominicans, by you, the lay Dominicans here this evening. The members are old well, feeble, so it's like it's falling apart. So we have now to look at the possibility of trying to regenerate a whole new lay community. So that's something we've been looking at, and I think you have inspired us even more by us listening to what you are sharing, what you've shared. So thank you very much for what you've shared with us.
Part of our work too, our diocese is led by a Dominican, Vincent Darius, and we work a lot with him. Like, I know my community have basically supported me to work alongside him. I know he has been out of the diocese for the last six or so months, and the kind of support we give, a part of the team that is running the diocese presently. And this, in a sense, is seen as part of the Dominican work there.
Bueno, mi nombre es Fray Jaime González, soy párroco en la parroquia Nuestra Señora del Rosario de Chiquinquirá.
I am Jaime Gonzalez. I am parish priest of the parish in
Chiquinquirá. Nuestra Señora del Rosario.
Our Lady of the Rosary in Chiquinquirá.
Lugar de la renovación del lienzo de la Virgen, hace 425 años. Renovación, mira, hace 425. 425. Tenemos 9 comunidades, 6 grupos apostólicos, 6 grupos apostólicos. No, trabajan en la parroquia. Hay un grupo de la Isla Misericordia, otro de liturgia, Ministerio de Acción Social y de enfermos y evangelizadores.
And some of the work that they do involve the ministry to the sick, ministry of evangelization, social action, social outreach, and ministry to the sick.
Muy buenas noches.
Good night.
Normalmente debería hablar en francés o en creol.
Ordinarily, we should be speaking in French or Creole.
Pero como no hablo para mí mismo, yo hablo para ustedes.
But as I'm not speaking for my own self, I'm speaking for your benefit.
Bueno, hablo idioma para facilitar al traductor.
I'm speaking a language that will facilitate the translator. I'm a Dominican for the past 14 years.
Bueno, como comunidad dominicos, ¿qué hacemos en Haití?
As a Dominican community, what do we do in Haiti?
Tenemos una sola comunidad.
We have one community.
Muy reciente.
Recently,
hace 6 meses, en diciembre. Luego, ahora compramos una casa en la capital, en Puerto Príncipe.
Now we bought a house in Canada.
¿Por qué? Para decir que no tenemos nada.
Just to say that we really don't have anything.
Todo es para hacer.
Everything is on the way.
I'm Brother Jamil. I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm not a pastor either, but the pastor is coming tonight. Father Oscar is the pastor of one of our parishes in Puerto Rico, that is St. Catherine's Parish. Run a school of theology that we have in a small college that Dominicans in Puerto Rico founded 50 years ago. So I'm in charge of that school of theology. I have to teach as well and to be part of all the administration of the university. Since we are very few, like here in Trinidad and the entire Caribbean, I have also to be director of a shrine that we have in Puerto Rico. It is a shrine devoted to San Martin de Porres. So blessings to San Martin de Porres fraternity. Where are you? Where is that one? It's not here. Okay, blessings wherever they are. Blessed Martin de Porres. So this year we are celebrating with all our hearts and with a lot of excitement the 50th anniversary of the canonization of San Martin de Porres. You know that this year we got the Archbishop going there, and it was a very nice celebration. In that shrine, that shrine is not a chapel that belongs to a parish, or it is a parish. It's just a shrine for pilgrimage. So we are trying to work on that, to attend all those of San Martin de Porres is a witness of social justice as well. I can make myself understood. Most of them are in the northern part of the island, for years. So he knows our parishes there. We have
I'd like to hear something more about that. I didn't quite, I was trying to write so I didn't get it very well, but I'd like to hear some more about that, please, if you can.
As I heard and hear what is experienced here in Trinidad, we the friars try to have a lay Dominican fraternity in each one of our parishes. Okay, so, and I adding to those that belong to each one of our parishes, there are those fraternities founded by the sisters as well. Sometimes there are historical fraternities that we used to be in that parish. So since that time, a fraternity began there, and then we had to leave that parish, but the lays stayed there as a presence as a Dominican presence as well.
It wouldn't be alone, there are a group of us from the Dominican people in Trinidad. Just an update, sisters and brothers. The convent, the Dominican convent that's right across the street from the Parish, is now a hospice for ailing religious. So the nuns who are present there are now at the chaplaincy and other convents. So we have Oh, the officiators in Vancouver, okay. We'll be here. Good. So I'm saying this because I realize that there's a ministry coming up here for the Dominican chapter. But I want to ask the brothers from Grenada, did I hear you say correctly that there are just 2 parishes in Grenada? Or is it 2?
So we're staying around a little bit, and please mingle with the brothers. Don't force some English out of them, and they will force some Spanish out of you. Right? But mingle with the brothers, find out how they are in Haiti, and find out how they are in Colombia, and find out how they are in Grenada, and find out how they are in So we're going to mingle a little bit and get as much information as we possibly can, share as much information as we possibly can with each other, because this tonight is a night for sharing. Right? That is part of our learning experience. Okay? So let's stand then and we shall pray. So as a sign of our common belonging, as a sign of our solidarity, and then join the person who is next to us, and join hands with the person next to us as we pray together. We pray that God will continue to guide us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Say family, pray for us. The Catherine of Siena, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. We can keep growing as Dominicans in the Caribbean. Así que pues va a depender también de nosotros, ¿verdad? Si queremos continuar este tipo de actividades.
Diminished community in terms of numbers. When I entered, we were 36. Now we have 12. That's over a period of 26 years, 27 years. Muy brevemente, para decir bienvenidos a 12. Y espero que estos días be very fruitful for us. ¿35, 36? Cuando entré, sí. Hace 20.
Having me here, and I'm very happy to be here because, you know, the last chapter has been reflecting on the state of parishes.
Yo estoy bien contento de estar aquí también porque, como ustedes recordarán, en el último capítulo general se reflexionó.
So we've asked the brothers in St. Joseph Province, New York, to take up this theme.
Nosotros le pedimos sobre esta temática de la pastoral parroquial dominica para el próximo capítulo.
heal. Often at times we don't talk about it, we don't discuss about it.
Y pues tenemos aquí también al socio para América Latina y el Caribe que va a ser. Since we have more English speakers.
No, I must say I'm very happy being here and after so many difficulties trying to organize meetings activities in our Caribbean zone and do something to visit. So it's possible. We must not be lost because there are a lot of realities now in the zone to be lost. First said, 20-30 years ago you were 36, so 3 times the third now. So it's impossible to organize the same kind of activities. Not so.
There was a time when we had all the parishes.
25 years ago.
25 years ago we had about 20. Now we have
nothing can be done. So thank you for all your you have done. And perhaps giving us a moment to the day. They are not only meetings for speakers or meetings for really interesting for the Caribbean occasions. So I think that we must think also during my talks. What how to say in English, agente de pastoral, ministry, pastoral leaders. And we know it includes the dimension of news, things. So my job will insist a lot, we have a lot of resources, a lot of knowledge, something about how to change our criteria. Very quickly I will start with some lines. I think that all of us, all of our parishes, realities in our region, we can say that there are many good ones. I think that everywhere we have understood the missionary commitment must it's not more possible only to keep, only to wait. This is true. There's something to do. There are many new plans in many lives. Planning for Parish for life. The word of God in the first place. We have many, this is something one of the very growth formations for many people.
it is service, it is sacrifice. You know, I mean, when we look at the life of Jesus, he didn't try to be successful, he tried to be faithful. And I think that was one of the most outstanding qualities of his life. And he didn't try to draft in everybody that he met on the road. Some people he even told him to go back.
But one of the things I try to do is like but three. Taking account all the decisions as much as I can, the pastoral, even though it's not easy, but I try to all the members.
Is when I can also have this type of meetings with lay people and also with Dominican sisters in order to organize celebrations. That I know that I am the president of the celebration, but at least I can say that the most meaningful celebrations that I have had in this only 5 years of ministry is when I had masses or celebrations that were organized by all of us. Like, I will have like young people telling, giving counsel of what should I say in the homily.
I was trying to basically do all of that, but not necessarily in a strategic way. I get a lot of fulfillment out of working with the people to develop a pastoral plan, you know, a parish pastoral plan. A lot of hard work, and especially trying to be disciplined in the sense that to recognize we're at the stage of just planning and not necessarily doing. There were
sisters. Sister Assumpta died yesterday. Not yesterday, yesterday. She died yesterday at the hospital. Proposing it will be a good way of solidarity with the sisters that we attend. The funeral will be at Holy Name Chapel.
The realm of civil society organization on behalf of all content, poorest people. In accordance with the Church's social doctrine. These three of them are constantly there.
Let's sing in Creole and Polish. Let's bless the table in Polish. Go ahead, Dominique. Hindi. In Polako. Dominique. I understand.